South Korea has become a truly desolate place to live. From the world's worst aging crisis to the world's worst cost of living crisis to work hours that are much worse than that of slaves in the ancient world, there's so many reasons that one might be asking, how do I escape South Korea if they live there today? However, that is easier said than done. My name's Inferno, and in this video we'll be looking at the few known ways to escape the modern dystopia known as South Korea, and if they're worth attempting for those desperately looking for a way out. The most obvious escape route many might think of first is on foot. One might see the map of South Korea and see, well, there's a country right above it, why not escape through there? Well, one might be stupid, because that is North Korea, and escaping to North Korea comes with so many problems that it's hard to even discuss it in one video. South Korea and North Korea don't get along, despite the fact that they have so much in common. This all dates back to some history thing, but that is not important for this video. What is important for this video is that there is a demilitarized zone that stretches all across the border between South and North Korea. Whoever named the demilitarized zone probably had an IQ lower than that of the average meerkat, because it is in fact one of the most militarized zones on planet Earth. Walking through here will probably get you killed or arrested, or worse, you're gonna be caught and sent back to South Korea to work in the K-pop mines. Even trying to escape South Korea using this method is a lost cause. Many have tried, few have succeeded. I would tell you about those few, but even telling you would be an info hazard because it might encourage you to try to do what they did, which will result in you being killed. Don't try and escape South Korea to North Korea. It might look better in North Korea with their paradise that they secretly keep underground while they pretend to be a military dictatorship, but it is not worth the risk. It really isn't. North Korea will probably send you back. They'll probably smell the poverty coming off you as soon as they see you get out of South Korea, and they're gonna send you back because they got cool shit in there that they don't want you getting at. With the land route seemingly impossible, many in South Korea might turn to the water route. South Korea is within a reasonable swimming distance of Japan and an unreasonable swimming distance of China and Russia, but technically possible. That being said, this is also near certain death. You see, South Korea has put several sharks into the water around South Korea. However, these aren't normal sharks. These are loan sharks. And every person in South Korea, as we all know, is born with $50,000 worth of debt, 30% interest. So the chance that these loan sharks won't come for you and get you is very small. And if they do get you, your organs will be sold to pay off that debt. So, not really a viable option unless you're willing to pay the loan. Who f***ing does that? So, if you can't walk or swim your way out of South Korea, then what other options do you have? Many have thought, maybe I'll just dig in South Korea and then I'll resurface in another country. However, this is where the South Korean government has made a dangerous ally: the mantle. You see, it is impossible to dig so far down in South Korea that you can go around the ocean and then resurface in another country without hitting what is known as the mantle, which is basically this hot layer of sheet rock thing, whatever, and it hurts you when you hit it, and you don't want to do that. And basically it kills you. So that is not a good way to get out of South Korea. The South Korean government really paid off a hot rock to kill you if you try to dig your way out. It's kind of bullshit. So, you can't go left, right, up, down. You're all surrounded by water, land. You can't dig down. What does this leave? What other options does this leave? Well, if you're someone who knows a lot about the world and the way the world works, there's obviously one other method of getting around I haven't really mentioned yet. One other solution that does in fact provide the safest, best way to get out of South Korea. That's right, no clipping into the backrooms. You see, if you're able to hit the ground in the right way, you might be able to cause a collision error where you fall through the earth into the backrooms. If you know anything about the backrooms, it's basically like the cutting room floor of Earth, where the developers shove everything they decide they didn't need anymore. The first floor of the backrooms is a very large place, which is basically a huge maze of office cubicles, fluorescent lighting, yellow walls, and it's not a very pleasant place to be. It's only slightly less desolate than Seoul, but there is a way out. You see, the backrooms is a very glitchy and unstable place, so as you spend days hiking around the halls, you may find some places where you can actually clip back into Earth in some other random location. However, what's more likely is you'll clip into some other part of the backrooms. There's many levels of the backrooms, some very deadly and dangerous. However, most are still an upgrade to living in the Seoul metropolitan area, so there's that. In fact, this method of escaping South Korea has become so popular that many parts of the backrooms are starting to resemble little Koreas or Koreatowns, with new civilizations, new areas of life, where the South Korean people can finally prosper and build new lives away from their tyrannical home government. But say you want to be somewhere on Earth, because Earth is still better, right? While there is no 100% confirmed way to get out of the backrooms reliably, there are strategy guides, and if you pay the right guy in the backrooms enough almond waters, I think that's their currency down there, then you can basically get a strategy guide to help you out. You can really just read through that thing, learn the tips and tricks, and if you learn well enough, you may be able to free yourself from the backrooms. However, what many have found is that once they spend so long in the backrooms, they see it as their new home, no longer valuing the outside world. It really is a place to find yourself. Which can't be said about South Korea, which is a place to work 12 hours a day so that you can move into an apartment and keep working with dreams of one day starting a family, meeting a wife. Dreams that'll certainly almost never come true because the women in the country are just as overworked. They don't have time to date. You don't have time to date. You have to go back to work. You have to do your job. You have to make money to afford rent here. Maybe one day, if you score high enough on the tests, you'll be a CEO at Samsung, but probably not. The families there, they all hire from within. It's all nepotism there. You're not gonna get ahead in South Korea. No. Also, if you do choose to stay in the backrooms, as you're probably considering right now, if you're one of the Koreans watching this who's already gone to the backrooms, watch out for the Kim monster. It's an entity in the backrooms which resembles the multiple deceased members of the Kim family of North Korea. It's deadly. Kills you by shooting a razor blade at you. So yeah, watch out for that. And that's all for this video. See ya.